Hi everyone, welcome back. It has been a long time since our last video. A lot of things have happened and I'm ready to share everything with you. We're going to be playing an 18-hole match. I'm going to be playing as a 15 handicap and we're going to go through each hole with different questions to get you up to date with everything that has happened to Ludus. So let's get started. Ciento dos. Gracias. Yeah. Let's start with the basics. How does the Ludus app work right now? Where does it live and what does it actually do right now? So the Ludus app right now, it's live on a web progressive app. And what actually is live right now are the smart contracts that are live on base mainnet and they're audited by the Certora prover mathematical induction method. So yeah, it's live right now and it's available for everybody to use. We'll get into the features of what is live in the app later on, but the most important thing and the thing that we talked about in the last video was the development of these smart contracts to distribute the money, and now they're done and are available and they work really well. And so how does the AI stuff come into play and what exactly does it do within the app? What access to which features does it have? 80 yardas, un 60. Sí, un poquito. So the AI comes into play with assistant for organizers and athletes that it connects to the blockchain and to our database of our applications to help organizers and athletes coordinate together to organize these events, get your tee time, it will be your time that you're going to play, and answer all the questions that all the athletes might have when it comes to playing a tournament. So yes, that's the basic idea, and then now with more integrations we're able to connect the agent to our WhatsApp business account, which is just a regular WhatsApp number that anybody can text and gather the information or register to an event or organize the event, which also connects to our Telegram bot, meaning that, for example, if I create an event, anybody can text this agent and query that event and ask questions about that event, and it will keep everything organized together. And what do the organizers actually have to do to organize an event? What process do they have to go through? What information do they have to input? Estamos. Bien. El primero. Sí. Bueno. Bien. So the organizers actually just have to fill out some very basic information about the event. The name, event details, start date and end date for both registration and the actual duration of the event. And then they get into the question of, is the event going to be a friendly event, just like a regular event, or is it going to be a competitive event with funds in the play, with money in the play? And yes. And if that's the case, they get to set the organizer gets to set the percentages of distribution for both the athletes and the organization, and the organizers have an option to select if they want to donate to a charity. They can also do that too. They can set up the wallet address for the charity and then set up the percentages distributions for both the organizer, athletes and charity if needed. They can also set the sponsored tickets, like if they want to sell the name of the event or something like that, that they can put a price on it, and let's say it's $100, and all of that money goes into the same pool of funds where the registration fee is also set up. Let's say there's a registration fee of $20 and you get a 16 athlete tournament. You multiply all of that plus the sponsors and everything goes into the pool. What the organizer does is set up the distribution percentages at the end of the event of how they're going to be distributed before the event starts. Once he gets all the details, he can then start and create the event. The organizers also can and have the option of selecting if they want to stake their funds. And what does that mean? Is to be able to, while the event is active, meaning once the registration period ends and the funds are steady on the pool of the event, the organizers can select to stake the event, and depending on the currency of the event, gain interest while the event is being played until the event is over, and then they get the interest back and then they distribute all the funds. ¡Ay! Eso ya no se puede hacer más. Sí. Bunker. Sí, le pega atrás. Estaba como feo ese rostro también. Uf. So how does the athlete registration method actually works and the user experience? Like, I'm a new athlete, I want to register to this event that the organizer created. How can I do it? It's pretty straightforward. You just log in into the Ludus web app, and with Google sign in or Apple, whichever account you want or method of social login that you want, and we'll create you a non-custodial wallet where you can then buy USDC tokens or stable tokens, which are dollars, or ETH directly, depending on what the organizer chose to do this event in, and then just register through the application. click on register and submit. So going back to the revenue model, we already told you like the basics ones that we have, but the most important one in the future, and we're gonna get now to where we're gonna be in the next year, 2 years, 5 years from now, and how we're gonna focus this is in the sponsors. They play a big part in organizing events because they're the ones at the end of the day that have the funds to fund the event. So for this, I've created a new set of smart contracts that allow the sponsors to stake the funds and stake them into their preferred event that they would like to see. This will all be unveiled at the end of the year, but you can see here in some takes or screenshots here that I'm sharing with you how the portal looks and what the idea is, which is to coordinate organizers and sponsors. But yeah, that's the role of the sponsors in this environment. But the idea is with this channel and with you guys not to stop just here with this, and to get other people to come in and play sports, or mainly golf, because it's the only place where you can actually talk to somebody else, and maybe then go to other sports, tennis, even football. But the idea is to keep growing this connection between sports and Web3, AI, technology in general, which I think it's really important to everybody, and will help us grow sports in general and create more events, which will help us at the end. Yeah. So after getting the sponsors in and coordinated, how do we get to the next level? This is only the first step, getting to coordinate the sponsors and the organizers, and what are the possibilities we can do after that, which is what I want to get into right now. And we can think of this in terms of tours or multiple tournaments across multiple cities, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, to show also the organizers and the sponsors that this can be done, and the athletes as well, that this can be done. So we can do a tour or a league or a tournament that's based on multiple cities, get the funds from all of those places, and then distribute them after the event is over. But the fact that this is on a base blockchain and an L2 means that it's open source, and nobody, or rather anybody, can register to this, and there's no payment barriers. It's much easier to do, and we'll get more people into playing. The sponsors will get to more people throughout the reach, and yeah, we'll get more into that later on. Yo creo que va a servir igual. Sí, igual me la topié. So I was talking to you guys about the role of the sponsors and how we can make these events in multiple cities, which is really exciting. because now we can gather more funds, get more athletes, and make a big event at the end. But I also wanted to talk to you about how the AI will evolve over time and how it will increase or improve the user experience. Recently, there's been some new developments, and this will continue to go on, where the AI will facilitate most of the things with the X402 endpoint, HTTP endpoint. Now users can use the AI to either create these events or register to these events. And this will also help us to matchmake the sponsors to the organizers that are looking to create these events. This will be really important and really fun for the user experience, and it will accelerate a lot of the things that need to happen for this to grow at the scale that we want to. Okay, so how does the revenue model works now? After the event distribution, we do have some small tax of 3% on the protocol when distributed the funds at the end of the event. But we're also going to get some different revenue models, like a subscription model that will get you access to all of these cool AI features and premium features. The distribution percentages, but as I mentioned before, the memberships or the subscriptions that we'll be offering will be both, of course, one through a regular app store where you can just or Android, Google Play, where you can just register. But we will also be doing these NFTs, or rather, let's call them digital memberships, that will act as a forever membership that will have its own benefits, and it's based on this really cool art that was done a few years ago, back when all of this started as an idea. We still have all the original designs, and this is a very cool collection that I really like, done by some really cool artists, that I would like to see them also grow the digital brand of art, of how can we incorporate into different membership styles or different trophies maybe that we can use as later on. And all of this will come together into helping us grow and helping us achieve the next step, which is to scale. And for that, we of course need the WhatsApp integrations, the Telegram integrations, and most important, to get to the most amount of organizers that we can. Right now we are organizing a couple of events, esports events as well, going with Super Smash, which is pretty cool, and some FIFA tournaments. We're also going to do some playing card tournaments, as well as regular sports. But I really want to get the user experience laid out and improved with this AI technology throughout the next few months, and the next year we'll start doing the bigger events, which will be the most interesting ones. The AI will for sure in the future help users get a better user experience, and we'll go back to our app on the App Store that we used to have, or we still use, but it's not connected to the blockchain, but we'll connect it eventually, and we'll get there for even better user experience. But I want to talk about everybody that has inspired me to do this video. I mean, the golf guys, Good, Grant, Phil, Mickelson, of course. I mean, all the YouTube golf, Brian Bros, DOD King, Bob Does Sports, they really look on Barstool Sports. They all really did this really fun to play with, or really fun to a really fun idea to go after. And I would really like to also shout out people in the crypto community or Web3 community, DeSci world, the nerd community, and of course Juicebox, which is where we're gonna launch our token, which has already started as a campaign, and how we will manage our treasury going forward and build out from there. We are also looking to raise funds. We are still on the seed round. I've talked to a bunch of VCs. Some of them are very interested, but I also have a lot of requests from investors that just want to jump in, and they're not VCs, and that's why this Juicebox campaign is very important for them to jump in and participate in. But yeah, I've been talking to one VC in particular. She's very into the idea, but this project, for this to work, it has to be a thing that we coordinate all together, that we can all do and create these bigger events so we can get to bigger sponsors and do bigger payouts. I mean, eventually the idea is to get to the big tours and like actual professional events with our smart contracts that do the distribution work. But I also believe there are a lot of small economies on each sport, and there's a bunch of sports. Here in Ecuador, for example, there is Ecuavolley, where people play a lot, and there are a bunch of tournaments. It's a national sport, and every country has their sport, and it's very important for them to make the most out of the technology and out of the sports and the economy that they build when they play an event, to make it really efficient and bring the most amount of funds in so they can keep growing the sport. And I think really we're doing this, and we can completely change how sports are played, or change how, not change, but help. I mean, sports will be played the same. The rules of them will not change unless you guys vote to, or the organizer does. But the idea is that the athletes can support the events that they want, and the sponsors also can support the events that they want. You don't have to be tied to a certain event, and that will create a lot of new events that anybody can participate to, and have the accessibility to ask an agent or go into a platform and see what's available, not having to be a part of something else, or be a part of each sports federation or each sports community to understand what's happening inside of each. But yeah, that's how we can use this technology and the AI and all of this to make the life actually easier and do something that actually helps the current flow of how the event works, and make them better, bigger. So,
Bien.
Bien, excelente.
Yep, so we're in last hole right now. And all I can think about is to the moments where it all started a few years ago, when it was just an idea that a lot of people believed in me, and it's been a lot of work to get to here. But I wanted to, before we finish off, talk to you about why I think it's so important that we got to this point, which is to have the smart contracts that distribute the funds which are audited. I know it's a lot of information, but basically means that they're safe or safer than they were before. And this will allow us to scale with no worries and to be very excited to keep increasing and getting it to the next level.
¿Y ahora? ¿Qué quieres que marque la cámara?
Boteala con la cámara ahí.
Boteala con la cámara ahí.
Bueno, ya está. Well, thank you again, guys. Well, I was thinking about what I said the beginning of the last hole. Really, everything that comes to my mind right now, it's back when I started this. I started really doing all of this. Well, since last time I uploaded the video. And yeah, I wanted to thank everybody that supported me, my friends, my family, of course, the country, Guayaquil Club, for letting me do this here. It's been a beautiful course. Thanks to El Gato, my cat, you can show him saying hi over there. And thanks to Yeri as well, Palverdi, go check them out. Really cool content as well. And to everybody from the Web3 community, my girlfriend, everyone that has supported me. I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for what's to come. And I just keep thinking about like what I will be thinking 3 years ago if I thought everything will be done by now. Everything will be completed and working, which was just theory, and now it's actually practice. So let's put that practice into work, get into the app, create events, join events. They're free for everybody to join, and of course it costs money to register to the events, but it's open source, it's open for everybody, and let's keep scaling it up, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.